And good morning. Welcome to Today at the Races, presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter, along with our odds maker, Keith Fustel. A big Sunday of horse racing and football to get to, but let's recap yesterday real quick. We'll get to the Silliman Laurel Glacier filly, but first let's talk about the feature. There was an upset in the feature. Limited View, a multiple stakes winner here at Laurel Park. She won the Maryland Million last year as a 2-year-old. She came into the race with almost $300,000 in earnings and a big win for Limited View, a 4-year-old daughter, a Freedom Child, Maryland bred, for trainer John Salzman Jr. He's one of the owners. A beautiful ride by Forest Boys. She got along well with the filly, got her to relax, and she just cruised. And I'm sure the buyer came back pretty good. They went pretty quick, 122, almost 122 flat for the 7/8.
And we talked about how the track was really quick on Friday and quick again on Saturday. But early in her career, we thought she was going to be any kind. She had a really great start, tailed off a little bit, dropped down. The form was a little sketchy. She's having some gait issues. She's always been a little bit, tricky to handle and stuff. But
little quirky, right?
But it looks like now she's kind of maybe maturing a little bit, figuring it out. She came away great, and Forest Boys got along with her perfectly.
Sure.
Really relaxed around the turn, had a little challenge from the inside, and just tripped her a little bit. It was over.
Yeah.
It was just a steady hand ride to get it done. So, good to see her back in close to top form, if not top form.
And no claims on her.
I didn't see anything, in the race, no.
All right, so she's still in the barn. Trainer John Salzman Jr. has done a terrific job managing the filly. She's a good feeling filly. She always trains well. He has her nice and settled in the paddock, and when she behaves well, she performs well. So congratulations to all the connections of Limited View, the winner of yesterday's feature. So she was a little bit of an upset. What did she go off, 6-1 or something?
She might have been a little bit lower than that. We had that scratch. Remember, it was My Star Potential was the late scratch. It was, I think, it maybe 3-5, 4-5 on the board at the time. We had that late scratch, but her price came down off of that.
All right, but she wasn't a favorite. She was a little bit of an upset winner. But the big upset winner was the Ricky Silliman, first-time starter by competitive edge, pretty edgy with Laurel Glacier right to the front. And she won big, good looking. She won by over 10. She crushed him against Maiden 25.
Yeah. Took some play. Opened up at about 8 or 10 to 1 on the board. Actually settled down to about 6.
Right.
Obviously Laurel Glacier's not going to attract a ton of attention usually at the windows, but that was a significant amount when it was all said and done at 6-1.
Right.
I know the competitive edges, they went early, and they went fast. She took pressure, was hounded a little bit. See you later. Quarter pole opened up, steady left-handed drive, got it done, and big final time 109.4.
Yeah, quick. Pretty quick for a Maiden 25 debut. Yes. So she was a little bit of an upset winner. Limited View was. And what's that leave us for today? Well, nice carryover in the late pick 5. Let's show you what we have. Starts in race 5 today on the big 9-race program. There's the carryover, $9 over 7,600. That'll be well played. Last time we had a carryover in a late pick 5, they bet 70,000, 80,000 into it. That might have been last weekend. And as always, we feature that industry low 12% takeout. I'm going after the late pick 5 today. That starts in race 5. I'll show you my ticket once we get to race 5, or you can check it out on the website, laurelpark.com, underneath the handicapping section. Let's show you the upcoming live racing schedule for the holidays. Live racing today, and then no racing tomorrow, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Wednesday's Christmas. Merry Christmas. Live racing will resume the day after Christmas, Thursday, December 26th. Come on out. Hopefully we'll have some nice weather. Get out of the house. Get away from all the crazy in-laws and stuff. Come enjoy some live racing.
We'll have
four days of live racing for you the day after Christmas, Thursday through Sunday.
That's
right?
You
get away from the family.
You escape.
Bring the family with you.
You spend enough time with them, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. You need some peace. Get away, to the racetrack. Find yourself a little spot and do some handicapping and some gambling. Hopefully, make some money.
Well, hopefully the family gives you maybe a little Christmas money. Then you definitely come on out.
I just ask for vouchers. That's all I ask for. Yeah.
You hit big at the track, and you buy him something nice. Yeah. All right, so the holidays are coming up. Then the week after, then this next Saturday Next Saturday, we're going to have a monster day. It's Christmastide Stakes Day 5. $100,000 stakes. Dave's friend, Willa on the Move, Native Dancer, the Hef Stakes, the Jen Talking, some nice 2-year-olds nominated. Claudio Gonzalez has a bunch nominated. So looking forward to a big day of action next. And they take entries
today, right?
Taking entries today for next Saturday.
I guess I can't make it to church. I'll be busy doing the lines and everything and handicapping. I'll just bring them in and work with them in the pew. It's okay.
You'll have some good luck there. Hopefully, they'll be looking down on you. But lots of action here for Christmastide Day. 5 $100,000 stakes races, the stakes buffet, hot chocolate bar, hot cider cocktails. So lots of action next Saturday, but to anchor a big weekend of live racing. Okay, let's get right to it here. Let's show you the main track today. We have a nice carryover in a late pick 5. Tampa Bay is canceled today. So hopefully we got some Tampa players watching us today going after that late pick 5. We've had a fast track all weekend long. We're in the 40s today and sunny. Your thoughts on the fast track?
Yeah,
Keith?
just quick. We saw quick times. Pretty honest for the most part. I don't want to say you want to be trying to come from the clouds, turning for home, but if you get the right kind of setup, it might help you. But yeah, certainly a little bit warmer today. Beautiful day. The sun's out, heating up a little bit around here. So
and all the live football we have in the sports book. You can watch it on the 75-foot LED wall. Grab a couch, grab a table. You can watch all the football and the simulcast action. That's where I'd be hanging out today in the sports book.
This is getting down to the nitty-gritty fantasy time. Some of us, may play a little bit of a pool here or there. We don't know. We don't say nothing about nothing. But stomach's churning, boy. It's tough. It's good times.
All right, here we go. Let's get right to it here. Race 1, we kick off the rolling Super High 5, low 15% takeout in the Super High 5. We have it every race with 7 or more horses, so keep your eye on that throughout the day. Also, race 1, we kick off the popular early pick 5. It's a mandatory payout on the early pick 5, and as always, that industry low 12% takeout. I'm just waiting for the late pick 5 today with that carryover. But let's take a look here at race 1. 7-horse field. We're going a mile. Maiden claiming $25,000 for 2-year-old fillies. I go with the Jerry O'Dwyer filly, the 1 Roma Delight, 5-2, gets the leading rider Sheldon Russell, 2-year-old daughter Painter, beaten favorite at this level last out, but ran a good race with a wide trip on a sloppy track. This will be her first start on a fast track today. She showed a little speed. She was part of the early pace on a sloppy track, so she'll probably be part of the early pace today. You're going to have some speed from the 2, Stardy Gold, and then maybe some other speed. But she don't have to be in front. She said second or third. That'd be just right with me.
Yeah, was able to close on the turf going around the ground. And don't let that slower time on December the 1st, really kind of get you worried too much. Track was awfully slow that day, that sloppy sealed surface. Yeah, some really sluggish times that whole afternoon. I liked the finish. It was caught wide and kept on grinding. Yeah, there is some speed to target in the 2 of Stark Gold. I think Patriotic Punch has to be close to the pace, as does the 7. Princess Katie's going to be my top selection. Ran pretty well 2 back. A jam job last time out. Really didn't run that well at all. Caught a little bit wide, but into the barn of Claudio on a slight move back up. I think this horse has tactical speed. Can sit out just outside of it. Patriotic Punch, I'm just worried. Just a mile, maybe 7 is the perfect distance. It's a little class drop is definitely going to help her chances, the daughter of Lori Z's Punch. But, 7, 6, 1, 2 in here for me. I couldn't really grasp a hold of anything else. The 4, got the distance at Mountaineer, but stepping up a little bit against some of these horses in here.
Well, Claudio, our leading trainer, he is rolling, hitting that 30% to close out this big fall meet. And he's a leading trainer by many in the wins category. Tight jockey race between Sheldon Russell, Trevor McCarthy, and Alex Centron. All right, so we like the same 4 fillies there in race 1. Let's turn the page. Race 2 kicks off. How about the middle pick 4 yesterday paid $2,500?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, looking at the prices, and that's the same thing. You look at them, they weren't like any 15, 20 to 1 shots. They were just good, honest, 4, 5, 6 to 1 shots. You run them together. That's why I was a little bit of surprise of the late pick 5. But hey, you had that firster, and that probably just kicked a lot of people, off of it. So
well, a lot of people probably keyed on that favorite that got scratched in the paddock, My Star Potential, and then so the people that keyed on her got the post-time favorite, and the post-time favorite wasn't limited view. Right.
Gets beat. So yeah, there you go.
All right. So early pick 4 action here in race 2. We're going a flat mile, claiming 10,000 filly mares 3 and up. Never won 3 or straight 3-year-old fillies are the conditions. Let's start here with the 2. We both have a 2, 3, 4, 6 here in the second. Nana's Shoes 2-1 gets Alex Centron aboard for Claudio. First off the claim for Claudio. He's 25%. Centron and Claudio 26% together. His filly ran okay. A good second last out behind a Fanny Bell Fleming. Claudio waits the 30 days, right back in for the 10,000. Swirly Shirley came out of that last race to win. So we both have Nana's Shoes on top.
Yeah, speedy type is Swirly Shirley. The speed, I guess, is going to come from the 3, Cake and Kimberly, and maybe the 4, Lady Kim. But Nana's Shoes, we talked about it. When a horse goes into Claudio's barn, you've just got to project a little bit of improvement. If it's a couple lengths, well, it's several points on your buyers, and you compare them, and you say, okay, here it comes. So if it comes to fruition, Nana's Shoes should kind of sit mid-pack and be able to run these horses down. Lady Kim, the one thing, Jerry Robb, he's done quite well of late. The issue has been sprint to routes for him. Only the last 3 years, I think he's like 1 for 27, believe it or not, on the dirt sprint to route, 4 for 27 in the money. But Lady Kim looks like a type that could kind of still progress and get the distance, and has had some tough breaks the last couple races. 2 back stumbled. Let's look at the most recent race.
Here we go. Yeah, December 13th on a sloppy track. Here we go. Awful weather this day.
A little tough. Yeah. A little bit of a steady caught back there. Look at that. Out of the break. Couple horses really influenced. I think we're going to see a horse later on. That was the race with Towson, right? That Towson got in a lot of trouble. We may see this again. It was able to make a run, and when it's all said and done, Lady Kim closes 4 or 5 lengths to the final 3/16 of a mile, very willingly to the wire. It's the mile distance. She's kind of looks like a kind of a stalking type, sprinting. Against this field, though, she's won 5 races, right? So she's got the better of the split condition. Yep. So that's got to make her a little bit of a factor.
And Rob's rolling. He's having a big year, having a big meet. The X-Man having a big meet. So we both like the same 4 here with Nana's Shoes on top in the second. Let's turn the page. Race 3 is a nice $5,000 starter allowance for filly mares 3 and up, going 6 furlongs. Let's start with the 4, my top pick, 9-5 on the 4, Dat Dares Gold. Let's check out her last race, 5-year-old mare by Boston Stones, a 4-time winner here at Laurel. Here's the start late November for Dat Dares Gold. Not a very good start.
No, steadied at the break against a better field, cause I'm edgy. 3-Hawk came out of there, I think, and ran okay in a stake, if I'm not mistaken. So that little bit of trouble really kind of forced the hand. Jock has to take a little bit back further than maybe he would have liked, and just isn't able to kind of gain nearly as much against this quality group of first-level allowance horses there. That's because I'm edgy. That was the Rubley horse, I believe, Stan. But able, works to the outside eventually about 6 or 7 wide once they hit the top of the stretch. Dat Dares Gold gives an effort. The 3-back try of a 71 was very good at the same nickel starter level, and even overcame some trouble in that. So maybe a little bit of a class drop today, a cleaner trip. Dat Dares Gold is going to be hard to leave off of your ticket.
All right, so she's
very willing there to the wire.
She had to overcome that bad start, wide trip. She's the deserved favorite in this race, 4-time winner at Laurel. Kevin Gomez, very capable journeyman jockey for trainer Laurie Testament, who has a couple wins here at the fall meet. So I have the 4 on top. You have her second. We both like the 1. You have the 1 on top. Actually, the 1's your 8-5 morning line favorite.
Could go either way.
Right? Yeah. Could go either way. You get the McCarthy factor, though, on Dorothy from Dublin. That's probably going to make her the favorite.
Yeah, it might just kind of push her over the top of the betting. Claimed back in September at Colonial out of a turf race, but maybe they had all along in mind a nickel starter. She's run some big races over this racetrack. She can kind of get into the flow of things by the time they hit the top of the stretch. Robbie does a great job, very patient, and it looks like she might have needed a little bit of a break too. She had a pretty busy schedule there early part of the year. I think this is going to do her some good, some cooler weather, and she'll be perked up and ready to to go.
Well, you make a good point. She ran 17 times last year as a 4-year-old, and she's already run 11 times this year as a 5-year-old. She's made $150,000, so a very productive filly. Yeah, you're right. Maybe the break will freshen her up a bit. So I have her in the exacta. We both like the 3, Venedosa for Maria Capril. You get Ricardo Chappie aboard. This 6-year-old mare, she's made $155,000. She's won here at Laurel before. Her last couple races, they've just been okay.
Right.
Against maybe better company, maybe the spot a little easier, not too much. Well, she did run a good 4th behind limited
2 lengths. She only got beat.
Starts.
Right,
Sure.
and she did it with trouble. You see that, stumbled and caught 6 wide on the 15th of November. And last time she had a little bit more speed, was a little more keen, had to steady. So she really hasn't embarrassed herself at all. Vanadosa, these couple starts recently at Laurel Park. Yeah, I think the main speed's going to come from Cocktail Waitress. If she has any chance, she's going to go right to the front here for Thomas McMahon. Outside against the grain a little bit on November the 9th. Maybe she can stretch her speed a little further. But I think the 1 and the 4, they're the 2 horses to beat.
All right, nice horse race. No scratches in race 3. A nice nickel starter for filly mares. Let's turn the page. Rainbow Pick 6. They almost well no there was 0. It was 0 going into the last race yesterday. It paid 5 out of 6. It paid 5 out of 6 yesterday. So nice carryover today. $958. Well, a small carryover, but they'll bet maybe $5,000 into it today. And if you're the only ticket, you take it down. It's a nice $5,000 score on a Sunday. It also kicks off the middle pick 4 in race 4. Middle pick 4 yesterday paid around $2,500. So here we go. Race 4, big field. It's wide open condition. Maiden 10. No scratches in this race.
No.
Right? Yeah, 10 horse field. Maiden claiming 10,000. Filly mares going 7 furlongs. The conditions scream. A wide open long shot. That's well, I go with a 5-1 shot. I drew a line through it. She is 5-1.
Yes.
The 3 Pigeon Creek. All right, 5-1. That'd be a nice $12 horse for the early pick 5 or to kick off the pick 6. A good second last out, going 6 furlongs. She was coming late to get up for second at 13-1. We won't be. She won't be 13-1 today.
No.
But we'll still get a decent price. Kenny Decker trying to get rolling here for the meet. Looking for a win. You get Angel Cruz, who was aboard last out. I think the 7 furlongs will be just right today for the 3 Pigeon Creek.
Yeah, closed up a couple lengths for the final 1/8 of a mile. Finally gets sprint back to back. A little extension out, an extra 1/8 of a mile shouldn't hurt to change his Margie's Band. A beaten favorite 2 starts since coming back to the races. Once again, caught a little wide last time, but no real excuse when flattening out. I go to the new face, the 4, See Mamacita. Maybe I was a little bit strong on the morning line, but the buyers kind of stand out. I know that was on the synthetic surface at Tapeta, I should say, out at Golden Gate, and that was for Maiden 5. But, man, I'm looking at this group. This horse, Giapani's are about 13-14% on the dirt. And look on the bottom side, the foals have combined for 10 wins, 9 of those on the dirt. I don't think dirt should be much of a problem overall over his career. Damon's about 24-25% first-time Damon. So I think See Mamacita can get past this group.
Good to see a good barn getting some new stock from the West Coast. You have to respect the connections here. You get Caramanos aboard. Caramanos and Damon 22%. So I respect the 4. We both like the 1 as well. Margie's Band, bad inside post for this filly. Beaten favorite her last 2. She has just enough speed probably to get herself in trouble, breaking from the 1 hole, going 7 furlongs.
Man, I tell you, the connections.
Good luck, Sheldon.
Yeah, but that 2-year-old debut was good. Got in some trouble out of the gate, closed up nicely. You see the short comment with interest. It's just not been able to come back to it. And, that's tough. You think you got a good one, it just kind of goes the other way. But it's part of this game. We deal with it every day, right, Stan? So Thursday again looks like maybe a legitimate closer for me in here.
Westman with 2 wins yesterday.
Third off the break. Dale, he's perfect with this move. It's only 2 for 2 though. The last couple of years, third off the break with the maiden claimers. Maybe this horse makes a run into it.
Well, let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, nice carryover in the late pick 5. 7,600 starts in race 5. I have a ticket. We'll check it out right after this.
The best bets at Laurel Park are the Pick Fives, and we have 2 of them. The early Pick Five starts in race 1 and is a mandatory payout. The late Pick Five is the last 5 races of the day and has carryover potential. Both Pick Fives at Laurel Park have an industry-low 12% takeout. The Pick Fives at Laurel Park, your best bet.
All right, here we go. Last time we had a carryover in the late pick 5. I think it was the 2-day carryover. That time they bet like 70, 80,000 new money into it. So I think our late pick 5 is going to be well played today. Tampa's canceled, so we welcome in a bunch of new players hopefully today. There's the carryover for you. $9 over 7,600 starts in race 5. As always, we feature that industry low 12% takeout for all the pick 5s here at Laurel Park. I have a ticket. Let's check it out. A $54 ticket. I could not come up with a single. Race 5. It's a beaten nickel going a mile. I go with the 3-5-6. Maybe I can get a little price with the 3 Catonsville. A couple scratches in the race, but 4-1, 9-2. That'd be okay on the 3 Catonsville in race 5. Race 6, I go with the 2-5. The 2 Straight Madness is 4-1 with Alex Cintron. Maybe that 3-year-old filly can pull off the mild upset. Claudio has the 9-5 favorite in there. The 5 Life and Flash. Race 7's a nice nickel starter going a mile. I have the 1 Midnight Act in there at 3-1, but they all have to beat Bobby G in there from the Jose Corrales barn. Caramanos will ride. Bobby G is a monster at this level. 7-time winner at Laurel Park. What a claim Bobby G has been for trainer Jose Corrales. Made his year, made his decade. Maybe. All right, so 1-8 I have there in race 7. Race 8, I go with the 1-4-7 there. Maybe I can get a price with the 4 Pendrell Moon at 6-1 with McCarthy aboard for Nest. Then the 3 favorites in race 9, the 2 Steva, the 4 Becken, and the 6 Allen's Honor is 9-5. So the 3 favorites there in the finale. But a couple little prices along the way. You get a 4-1 shot, 5-1 shot here. Next thing you know, you might have an $800 ticket with a $54 play.
We saw it yesterday, right, Stan? What was the biggest winner yesterday?
Well, the middle pick 4 paid $2,500
and
yesterday.
$14.80 was your biggest in the late pick 5. It's still forced to carry over.
That's right.
So
that's
yeah,
right.
String a couple 3 or 4-1 shots together, and I think 800 is a legitimate number that you would get.
Now, if they don't hit it today, we'll have the double carryover for the day after Christmas.
No,
that would be big. They'd bet over 100. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll have a little Christmas present.
Yeah.
Right. All right, here we go. Race 5, we're going a flat mile, claiming 5,000, 3 and up. Never won 3 or straight 3-year-olds. Let's see. Scratch the 1, Smurthwaite. The 2, McLean. Anybody else out? Okay.
1, 2, and 8.
And the 8, one more Tom. Tom is out. So 1, 2, 8 are out. 6-horse field here in race 5. I end up on the 6. King Leo's going to be a monster favorite now. It's going to be, 3-5 with the scratches. You have him on top as well. We have a video spotlight. Let's show you his last race, December 1st, right here at Laurel Park on a sloppy track. He wins his 2nd race in a row here. He wins by 4.5 this day.
Once again, you're talking about the split condition. And we got a few horses in here, though. The 3-year-olds, you've got the 3s 1-3, the 5 Liquid Heroes 1-4. King Leo's 6-time winner and just kind of cruises here. Now, is he a little bit better on the wet track? His lifetime best buyer came here on the main track. It was a 70 on a wet track, just circled 4 wide and wins for fun. I think he can bring it right back. He's going to be able to target the speeds, the 3 Catonsville and the 5 Liquid Hero. Neither one of those probably want each other to get too far away from each other, right? So they may engage in a little bit of a battle up front. King Leo sits in the catbird seat and could make it 3 in a row here for Claudio.
All right, so King Leo, he's a 3-year-old taking advantage of the dual condition. He's won 6 times. Now the 5's no bum here. Liquid Hero, he's a 3-year-old by Super 99. He's won 4 starts. He's won 4 races out of 7 starts. He won his last race, the same condition, big 68 buyer. He's going to go right to the front with the X-Man. King Leo King Leo's last 2 wins, he's come from off the pace. Liquid Hero is going to be dangerous up front with Xavier. I use the 5 in my exact, and I use them on my late pick 5.
Yeah, the only knock against him is that sprint to route angle that we talked about. But
So we're stretching out to a mile here.
Right.
Well, he's definitely going to the front.
Yeah, so he's going to go there. Catonsville with Almodovar, kind of a Charlestown rider. He's made mincemeat of those races up there. He's absolutely galloped with something left in the tank. Let's see if he can carry his speed or maybe rate a little bit off of the 5. We'll see. Wilco's Golden Eye Stand. Where did that race come from? It's 70-1 last time out. Was it the sloppy track? Yeah, he's 7 for 10, 5 seconds on an off track, but he's run okay. So he might be able to just sit there also and just kind of grind in for a little bit of a share to complete the exacta if that duel really develops in race 5.
All right, so I go 3, 5, 6 to kick off the late pick 5 here. Nice beaten nickel. Going a mile. Let's turn the page here. We got a roll here.
Yeah,
with a nice late pick 4, though. You like the late pick 4. Starts in race 6. Let's check out your ticket here. See how you play it.
Yeah, we'll roll through it. 2, 5, 7, 8 to get you started in the 6th. Once again, Claudio 9 to 5, 8 to 5. Life in Flash is going to get a lot of money, but you talked about you like the Straight Madness a little bit. I'm going to use that horse as a square price. 7th race, go ahead and single Bobby G. This is his game. The starters. 8th race, 1 and 5. Elusive Hero. Gotham News, my little stranger, maybe to come run down the speed. 9th race to 2, 4, and 6. Steve, a first off the claim for Jerry Robb.
All right, yep. Well, we have the same 3 horses there
$12.
in the finale. So hopefully we're both live going to race 9. We both have the 2, 4, 6. That would be fun.
Yep.
All right, let's take a look here. Race 6, we're going a mile, claiming 5,000 filly mares, 3 and up, never won 3 or straight 3-year-old fillies. We have a video spotlight on the 8 here, Towson. Let's check that out real quick. Towson now in the Claudio Gonzalez barn. Angel Cruz will ride. Here's the start last out.
Yeah, we saw this for the other race with the Rob runner. Now Towson. Towson really kind of took the worst of it. In tight, the horse kind of gets out a little bit to the inside, checks, steadies. Checks pretty sharply. When it's all said and done, though, Towson is going to show some late life along the inside. It was inside upper stretch, eased out, went past the horse, dropped back down, and kept on willingly to the wire. We're going to try a mile here for Towson, but her running style suggests she can kind of steadily make up ground and may find a piece of this race.
All right, so we both use the 8 a little bit. I don't use the 8 Towson on my late pick 5. Okay. I just go with the 2, 5. Let's start. Let's take a look at your horse. I don't have the 7 anywhere. The 7, Ravenel, you have a stat here.
Yeah.
Let's check out the stat you have for trainer Dale Capuano. Dale's having a big, solid fall meet. Here's the stat.
Yeah, last 3 years in the dirt, 6 for 23, 26%, 14 for 23 in the money on this kind of drop, the 50% or more tag drop. RI right there at $2. I took the blinkers off last time. It didn't work out on the jump up off the claim. The blinkers go back on. I like this aggressive move. Comes out of some races with some quicker flow, Stan. I want to see Wisman put this horse right into the race early. I think she might be able to shake free around the turn. May have to deal with a horse like Weekend Flyer. But I think Ravenel, give her one little final shot. He might have just gotten a bad claim. But at the price I'm going to get, because Life in Flash is going to take a ton of play in here.
Well, you get Dale, you get the bug, you get blinkers on, you get the drop. I overlooked a little bit here. I guess I didn't like the first race off the claim.
Yeah, she might be an all or nothing type, Stan.
But the drop today to this level, it's be the cheapest she's run for. That could wake her up. How about the 2 though? Straight Madness ran a good second at this level last out. So she's a 3-year-old who's won 6 times. She's a 4-time winner going a mile, and she rallied last out, going 6 furlongs to finish a game second. I think she's set up for a big one today with Alex Centron, one of your leading riders. Centron, he won 2 yesterday.
Yeah, she could get positioned just behind the speeds. Maybe they'll be aggressive and try to go. But you see that 4-time winner at the distance, the synthetic tries, but awfully gritty effort on the dirt last time. I'm going to go first time here for Kieran McGee, who's been kind of rolling along of late. But Life in Flash, your favorite in here. Yeah, has 1-2 straight, wins by 22, wins by 7 and some change. Last time out on a sloppy sealed surface. We'll make that run from mid-pack. I don't know if she's got this field over a barrel. That's why I got to try to beat her. I got to take a shot against her, man. It's Claudia Power, Rosales. She's going to sit another good trip.
Well, we both agree on the 5, Life and Flash. I have the 2 on top. You like the 2 a little bit. The 7 scares me. Ravenel's a big 10-horse field.
Yeah.
It's a perfect race for a 6, 8-1 shot to jump up and knock a bunch of people out of the multi-race wager. So a big field in race 6 to kick off the late pick 4. Let's get moving here. Race 7's a nice 5,000 starter allowance for 3-year-olds and upward, going a flat mile. We both like the 8. You have the 8, Bobby G on top. Let's show you his race from November 30th. Here's a big effort from Bobby G, a 5-year-old son of Awesome Again.
Hey, how about Bobby G in the Richard W. Small Stakes, huh? $100,000 off of a couple wins.
15 to 1.
Yeah, it goes off at 15 to 1 and runs awfully big. Look at him sitting there just waiting for room against probably the best group of horses he's running, except, save the Pimlico Special. But look at this horse. Finds room down to the inside. He was able to work outside and closes quite well through the final 1/8 of a mile. I tell you what, Bobby G to me, he's the kind of horse everybody wants to own, right?
Still fighting.
Yeah, look at him closing up willingly along the inside of horses. Went down the Gulfstream, big field, 12-horse field, just kind of got lost in the shuffle early, couldn't make up that ground on that racetrack. Comes back to a track that he absolutely loves. Shorter field, scratch the 6 and the 7. Will draft in behind the speed. Shouldn't be that far back around the 3/8 pole, and he'll be sitting there probably with a ton of horse like you just saw in Roll On By.
Yeah, Jose Corrales and Mohan Stable. They claimed him, I think, last winter, early 2019. And they made $137,000 with him. They claimed him for $5,000. All right, so Bobby G is going to be tough. I have him in my exacta. Now, the 1 Midnight Act, he's won 2 in a row. He's won 3 of his last 4 up at Penn National. This will be his first start at Laurel Park. Can he carry his act to a tougher circuit? Edwin Gonzalez and Flint Stites, they won a lot of races together. They're 30% together in a positive ROI. Flint Stites, he always does well down here. He's won a race this fall meet. So I'll take a shot with the 1 Midnight Act to pull off a mild upset over Bobby G.
Been awfully game on the front end, handling pressure, getting part of some pace battles, and what a job. Claim for a nickel. How about that? Out of a 2 in life race in late July off George Weaver. We've seen Weaver bring some horses down there and jam. And such was the case up at Penn National. Took him a little bit a while to get this horse right. He's dead right now. He'll deal with some other horses up front, though. Port Louis is doing really well. Free to Trump likes to kind of go right out there on the engine. So pace is going to be okay. Bobby G, I think, lurks and goes by, as is Bob's my uncle horse. He's one of my favorites, too. Bob's my uncle. He's just a dryer, stone cold dryer. And if he gets a little setup, he'll churn along and get a piece. Yeah,
you mentioned the 4 Port Louis. He is doing very well. He's been managed perfectly since Bob Haynes claimed him. The big upset win on Maryland Million Day. And they waited about a month to run him back. Good second last down. They waited about another month to run him back. So perfect management for Rob Rye Farm and Bob Haynes with the 4 Port Louis. Let's turn the page here. Race 8 to kick off the late daily double. We're going a flat mile, claiming 5,000, 3 and up. Wide open nickel here. 3 and up, claiming 5,000. No conditions going a mile. I have the favorite on top. 7-5 on the one Elusive Hero for trainer Anthony Ferrier. The barn's having a good year, having a good meet. They get Centron, one of the top guns. Centron won on this horse at Charlestown 2 starts ago against First Level Allowance Company. No good last out. That was against 8,000 starter allowance. Kingston Pike and Lion Lord. They're tough customers. They'd come back to win. This spot's a little bit easier today.
Right.
Elusive Hero is a 2-time winner going a mile. He'll be one of the favorites. I have him on top.
Okay, I know we're a little short on time. Yeah, it's going to be his race to lose on the front. If he does have a little hiccup from the inside and then gets kind of caught in a little bit of a duel with Greek God. How about Gotham News? Gotham News went off a 236-day layoff, or I should say just missed, from September of 18 to May of 19. Granted, at Pimlico, this horse can close in. The old 9-year-old just might be ready, working okay over at Pimlico.
All right, let's turn the page here. Race 9's the Quinella race, last live race. Every racing day is the Quinella. Low 10% takeout on the Quinella. It's like a $2 exacta box, but it's a Quinella, last live race every racing day. So here we go, race 9. We're going 7 furlongs, maiden claiming 40,000 for filly mares 3 and up. Nice heat here. We both like the 6 Allen's Honor. That's your 9-5 morning line favored. We have a video from her lone start here at Laurel Park last September. Yeah, here she is, good-looking filly by Uncle Mo.
Yeah, the 4 was caught in between horses this day, battling through pretty good internals. Look at that stand, 22-3, 45-4, and just gives way just ever so slightly late. My Queen Michelle is going to be the winner of this race, but I tell you, Owen's Honor, after doing a lot of the dirty work, keeps trying. Went down to Keeneland. He thought enough to try there in that tough fall meet at Keeneland. Things really didn't work out. It was kind of an even effort there through the final 3/16 of a mile, though. A lot of heart here with Owen's Honor. Coming right back, first time in the barn, a little freshening 7 furlongs. I think this horse is going to be hard-pressed to stay towards the front end. Going to be right up there with the pace. Awfully game, working forwardly for this.
I was just double checking to make sure. What are they doing with the blinkers here? They didn't have them on at Presque. They had them on in that race.
Yeah.
She ran well.
Yeah, good
and
catch.
They took them off at Keeneland, and she was 4th. Now no blinkers today. Barn change today for Cal Lynch. So we'll figure it out here. So I mean, would it be a blinkers on if she had the blinkers on
let's
today?
Check. We'll double check. You know, we'll go on that. I'm not sure. I did not get anything as of yet. So,
all right, so that was when she was in a different barn. Now
yeah.
she's in the Cal Lynch barn, so we'll see what Cal wants to do with Owen's Honor. Okay, she'll be one of the favorites. I use her second to 4. Beck and I have on top here for Ann Merriman. A good second at this level. Last out, going a mile. You get McCarthy, so I'll take a shot here with Becken on top. You like the same 3 on top as well.
Yeah, Becken, a good try last time. Beat Silent Florida. He came back to run a 67. Buyer, second time in the barn, second off the claim here for Merriman. Yeah, stalk and pounce move. I like Steva though. We're gonna go from motion here to Jerry Robb. The number came up pretty good, and Fairy Wish came back and ran okay in a state bred allowance race. So I think Steve. I know this looks like a big reach. I don't think it is for Jerry Robb. 16 to the maiden 16 to maiden 40. I think Steve is going to make a run from mid pack, no doubt about it.
All right, hopefully both you and I will be live to the 2-4-6 on our multi-race wagers going into race 9. Nice maiden event for Philly Mares. That's it. We're out of time. Dave Robbins coming up next with scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.